Hello, my miraculous friend, and welcome to another episode of the Magnify Your Miracles podcast. I'm Reverend Frances Faden, and I'm so grateful that we get to spend this time together helping you magnify your miracles. And right now, we're having this miraculous energy that's going on. We're in the middle of our eclipse season. And this episode should be coming out about a week before the solar eclipse, about a week after the lunar eclipse. And I wanted to give you a heads up about how to work with the energy and how to really get the most out of all the sacred symbolism that's happening and what the cosmos is letting us know and trying to alert us to. There's all these different things happening right around that time of October 2nd, 2024. And I want to share all of that with you. I'm even going to pull an oracle card and give us a little oracle message as well. But Mother Mary really wanted me to share and help you prepare for this time that could be a time of powerful transformation for you. But before we do that, let's take a breath together and just breathe in that energy of expansion. Breathe out anything you no longer need. We do this so that we prepare ourselves to be open and receptive, that whatever we need to hear is exactly what we hear. And just taking a few deep breaths can really change our frequency. And knowing that whatever you need to hear is exactly what's going to be happening. Let's take one more deep breath together in gratitude, and we can begin. All right, my friends, I am so excited to share with you what's been going on. I've been looking at the calendar all year, and I've been really listening for Mother Mary's guidance. I've been really listening and feeling for what is it that's happening. I feel like there's this huge portal of energy that has been building and building really the second half of this year. And we just had our lunar eclipse, which was so powerful and so healing. And it was just so deeply, deeply spiritual. And it happened on a very powerful feast day. Well, the solar eclipse is going to be happening on another powerful feast day, the feast day of the guardian angel. So we have this beautiful spotlight of an eclipse shining on this day, reminding all of us that each one of us has our own guardian angel. Each one of us has a direct connection to the divine that's watching over us, that's protecting us, that's guiding us, that is with us from the very beginning until the very end of this lifetime. And who knows, maybe even beyond that. That's one of the things that's happening on that day. Now, we know a solar eclipse happens on a new moon. So the new moon energy is always a beginning again. We have a chance to set some intentions. And this year, the eclipse is happening on the very holy Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashanah, which is again a new beginning. It is a new year vibration. So we have that holy day happening beginning at sunset on the day of the eclipse, the day of the holy guardian angels. And then, because I always like to look at all the different traditions and see what's happening, the next day is the beginning of Navaratri, the 9 days devoted to worshiping the Divine Mother, the beautiful divine feminine energy that is from India. And as an interfaith minister, I always like to see how the universe is weaving this message through all the different traditions. And this is no exception. So, if you're an astrologer, you're looking at the cosmic event of what's going on. We have the eclipse energy happening, which is magnifying the new moon. Remember that eclipses magnify energy. It's magnifying the energy of the new moon. So you really want to set some powerful intentions. What is it that you really want to call in? What is it that you want to begin again? What is it that you want to create over the next 6 months? Because eclipses are like rocket boosters that give your intentions more energy and more power. Then we have the feast day of the guardian angel. So that is letting us know that the guardian angel energy is with you. And it's a beautiful time. If you haven't been connecting with the angels, start connecting with the angels. It's like a spotlight from the universe saying, hey, don't forget, you have a spiritual best friend that's called your guardian angel. And that guardian angel wants to connect with you. And you can deepen your connection to spirit by connecting with the angels. I always say to people when they're new on the spiritual path, if you're not sure where to begin, because there's lots of options, begin with the angels. They're easy to connect with. They belong to all faiths because they actually belong to no faith. They're universal energies. and they respond like that. They respond really, really fast. So if you just invite the angels to work with you, you say, okay, angels, make your presence known to me. I want to know that you're working with me. And then you pay attention. You're going to start seeing, you're going to hear songs. You're going to see things. Things will show up on TV. Things will happen that they're letting you know, hey, we're here. And they'll make their presence known to you. I've never seen it not happen when somebody does that. So that's another invitation. And then, of course, we have the beautiful Navaratri, which is the 9 days of Divine Mother. And as somebody who walks, both paths, I was raised Catholic, but I also lived in a yoga community for a long time. I definitely consider myself to be a Catholic yogi or a yogi, mystical Catholic kind of a thing. I don't associate myself with any churches, but I love the mysticism of all the paths and I love to bring those together. So whenever I see them on the calendar, I get so excited. But I know that this particular Navaratri, the 9 days, 9 days is also a novena, right? So we have 9 days of Divine Mother. It's a beautiful time that you could begin a novena. Now, one of the things I'm going to be doing and that I've been guided to do, that you can join me if you want to do this, is in the Magnify Your Miracles membership. We are going to be beginning a journey with Mother Mary that, guess what it starts with? It starts with her encounter with the angel, Archangel Gabriel, right? It's known as the Annunciation. And what Mother Mary has revealed to me is that there are 7 points, what they call the seven joyful mysteries that are actually initiations. There's 7 points of initiation that anybody can go through, but especially for a woman to walk these 7 joyful points to really walk the path of miracles. So what I'm doing in the Magnify Your Miracles membership is I'm starting that call that we meet on October 2nd with that initiation. We're going to study it. We're going to take all the religion and all the dogma out of it. And we're going to look at it as, how is this a spiritual initiation, a spiritual turning point in the life of every woman when you learn to connect with the angels. And I'll be guiding us through a process where you can connect with your guardian angel. And of course, I'll be channeling Mother Mary's energy. So she'll be guiding us as well, giving us messages for the month of October, which I always love to do. If you want to join us, you can go to francesfaden.com/membership and you can join us. The membership, it's a month-to-month thing. If you join it and it's not for you, then you can just let it go. And if you love it, it's a great way to connect not only with me, with Mother Mary, with a group of like-minded and like-hearted people that are going to support you walking this path of miracles. And I think women really need to connect with each other as we're walking this path, because it's so different than the path that the world is showing us. So every month over the course of 7 months, we'll be doing one of these powerful initiations. And I don't think it's any coincidence that I was guided to do this when we're having this solar eclipse on the feast of the Holy Guardian Angel. The day before Navaratri begins, and on the day of Rosh Hashanah, all this cosmic spiritual energy is supporting you. So what I'm going to do to give you a little boost of energy is I'm actually going to pick an oracle card right now, because you know me, I love oracle cards. And this is I love this. It's the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. It's one of my favorite decks to work with whenever you're wanting to get a message about what's going on in the world. You want to get a message about what's going on with you, and you're looking for next steps, because it guides you along your journey. When I taught my Magnify Your Intuition class, this is the deck that I had everybody use, because I just felt like the pictures were great, lots of colors in them, and the messages were nice and clear. And Denise Lynn does an amazing job. Amazing job. Denise Lynn, if you're out there, I would love to have you on my podcast. All right, so let me pick a card. I'm picking a card. Divine Mother, help me pick a card for everybody that's listening. Pick the card that's going to be most helpful for them, to help them understand the message of the solar eclipse, what that message is for them. So let me pull out a card. Oh, beautiful. And this is Vast Vistas, Expand Your Horizons. I love that. So this card, I'm not even going to look at the message right now. This card has somebody stepping out of a box and looking out towards this beautiful path. And there is a boat out in the ocean, and they're going out of their box. So what that tells me is the message of this eclipse is to take this beginning again, this new energy of Rosh Hashanah, the energy of Divine Mother supporting you, and to see yourself differently. Okay, because we want to remember that the solar eclipse, the energy of the sun represents yourself, right? In astrology, the sun represents you. The moon represents your emotions, but the sun represents you. So it's this particular solar eclipse is inviting you to redefine yourself. What would it be like if you defined yourself completely differently? You know, we tend to define ourselves by the things that we have problems with, like, oh, I'm not good at this, or I could really use to be better at that, or whatever. We tend to define ourselves by our limitations, but this card is saying to you, define yourself differently, come out of that box, but also see a different path for yourself. So I'm really going to encourage you to work on whatever that vision is. What is that vision? What's the vision that you have for your life? What do you want to see yourself doing a year from now? This beautiful card is inviting you to take a journey and to look beyond where you are and to see where you could be going, that there's a boat that's waiting for you in the ocean, ready to take you to your next adventure. It's not a coincidence that I'm getting this card inviting you to expand your horizons, inviting you to see yourself differently, inviting you to take the next step on your journey, because the very first encounter that Mother Mary had with Archangel Gabriel was an invitation. They call it the Annunciation. Mother Mary calls it the invitation. And it was an invitation to step into a bigger version of herself, right? That's what that initiation is. It's saying yes to the bigger version of yourself. So you don't have to do it with me. Obviously, you can do that on your own. But if you want to be guided through that process to step into a bigger version of yourself so that a year from now, your life looks completely different, I invite you to join me in my membership, the Magnify Your Miracles membership, and we would love to have you join us. I would love to know if this card resonates with you, if this message resonates with you, and what you're going to do. How are you going to step out of your box? How you're going to give yourself permission to go beyond what you think is possible, which is the key, one of the keys to magnifying your miracles. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm so grateful for you being here and for you listening and to really be on this journey with you. I love having you on this journey with me as we walk together. It just becomes more and more miraculous every day. If you did enjoy this episode, I would love it if you could share it with anybody that you know that could use this inspiration. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. God bless you. Bye-bye.